Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance, where today we are going to do a couple of challenges, starting with challenge number 23, the Blue Bomber. We start with Pyromaniac, Mr. Mega, and Kamikaze, so we can mostly just explode a lot, and that is going to solve a lot of our issues. I have been noticing that my gamepad has been playing up a little bit, so if I suddenly run into an enemy, my apologies, but I am moving weirdly diagonally at the moment and it is a bit worrying, but hopefully it's going to be okay. We have a blindfold, so we cannot fire tears. We probably are not going to get any item rooms, but I will take the key actually. And we are the blue baby, so we can only have soul hearts as well. We also have one follower to help us out with long-range enemies, and we have to go to Satan. Accidentally just ran into some enemies there, which isn't helping my case. That's specifically the one thing I mustn't do, but hopefully I can fully blame it on the fact that my gamepad is not working with me today. But there is one of these machines. I will just play it for a little bit. And perhaps we can get one soul heart out of this. Or at least the chance to shoot tooth tears, which, I'll take that. Yeah, tooth tears don't really work when you have the blindfold, unfortunately. So we will not make use of that this time around. Not sure where my secret room is. It could be here, technically. Yeah, it's a weird one for sure, but I'll take it. Get a damage up, which I don't know if it affects us, but it is part of the Leviathan transformation, so I suppose that works. I think with Mr. Mega, I can also just blow these up with Kamikaze without taking poison damage, so that's kind of nice. Get a range down, which ultimately doesn't affect us, but also a speed up, which does affect us in a positive light. So far, outside of accidentally running into some enemies, this floor has been rather kind to us. And the fact that we can blow everything up does mean we should probably be looking for, like, the trapdoors and whatnot, but I don't need no crawl spaces when I can also just get Mr. Squeezy and instantly refill all of my health instead. As long as you can stay healthy, then this challenge probably won't be too bad. I believe this is also played on what is effectively normal difficulty, so tears are a little bit slower than they have been during the rest of the game, which I can appreciate. I will just run in here before anything bad happens. That's 50% off, and I might as well... The ladder did actually stayed 7 cents, huh? I figured since it was already on sale, it would get even more on sale, but apparently it doesn't work that way. That's actually kind of nice to know. I wasn't 100% sure. Well, I wasn't sure about that, I guess, because I thought it worked differently. So fair enough, I guess. That is a little annoying though. I was kind of hoping that 50% plus 50% would stack that way, but it is what it is. Let's just move on. I've been running around like away from those troll bombs, and they're not actually going to be able to deal damage to me because we have bomb invulnerability, so probably didn't need to worry about it as much as I have, but oh well. We'll actually get the ladder thinking about it, since I did manage to get a lot of money just now. And in the rare instance where I actually remember that I have the ladder, it can be useful, so why not take that? These enemies are a little more annoying when they shoot tears, but fortunately most of them didn't really feel like doing so, so that's working out. The spiders are a little tedious as well, but the distance that Mr. Mega Kamikaze is exploding things is pretty huge, so using that to my advantage is probably going to be okay. Shot speed up doesn't affect us once again. A lot of tinted rocks this floor as well, but that might also be a normal difficulty thing that I'm just not used to anymore, but it is a nice way to live life, I have to say. I'm guessing my super secret room might be over here as well. Not here, really. Is it in this room? I thought there were rocks here, yeah. That's odd. Might be next to the curse room then, or maybe next to the bottom room over there. I kind of want to just visit as many rooms as possible because it might make life a little easier. Like, look at that, that's another soul heart right there. Provided you don't take damage anywhere, then that is going to work phenomenally. So hopefully we can keep up this energy as we go along. And try not to walk into too many walls with my strange diagonal movement. Maybe I should just clean my gamepad or something. I guess I'll go for Angel Rooms actually. There's no real reason for me to go into that Devil Deal because most Devil Deal items are not really that tempting right now. I can't use anything tier based, so anything like Brimstone isn't gonna work. But if I can get free flight or something from an Angel Room, then I'd actually be pretty happy about that. So let's see if we can make something happen there. I do say that being able to clear rooms like this is very nice. Also, remembered that I had the ladder after seeing it in action, so very good. Hopefully our secret room it's not going to be next to our curse room probably with this giant hole here, but it might be over here. Yeah. And we got another soul heart from that blue flame as well. There is another black heart right there. Costs a key, but I'd say that's probably worthwhile. Let's blow up that guy as well for the extra thing there. Unfortunately, no shop or item room or anything like that. I guess there's no item rooms in this challenge probably, but would have been nice if we can get one for free. And again, great use of the ladder. Do need to be a little careful with the poison clouds from those mushrooms, I guess, but it's working out so far. Provided that I don't get rooms like this. Like all of those mushrooms just exploded in a bad way, so I don't really appreciate that. Converter would be nice if we were playing a different game, but unfortunately we are playing the Binding of Isaac with the blue baby. So this word is Pretty Fly as a pill. That's obviously pretty amazing. I'm curious where my super secret room is on this floor, but I'm guessing probably somewhere in this direction. I'm surprised that was close enough, actually. Fair enough. Could probably take that out of the spikes here. There's our super secret room. We don't need to take it out of the spikes, I suppose, but it would have made me feel a little safer. Another Eternal Heart. Getting them good super secret rooms for the first time in my life. Finally not getting the 3 double heart super secret room anymore, and I appreciate that. There is Peep. Not too bad when you have explosions like this. Really, this challenge isn't that troublesome in most ways, but Holy Light is part of the Seraphim transformation, and this effectively does nothing, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, this challenge isn't too bad if you just remember that you have Mr. Mega and that your explosions are bigger than they seem, because most things are just sort of insta-dying. It's a pretty nifty challenge, I suppose. Given the amount of health we have right now as well, I could probably just start running for it, thinking about it, because we can just very easily do this in every single room and just pretend we're in that one challenge we have that one planetarium item that just lets you walk through all the doors. But yeah, since we're almost at full health anyway, I might as well. I'm not really interested in many things. That's a big one right there. I don't know if it's really even worth to go for anything else either, because other than coins for my shops maybe, there's not really anything I would care for. Outside of maybe one more soul heart or something, but I mean, that works. Just getting one from the accidental mini-boss that I encountered. There is a secret room there at least, not a super secret one, but almost certainly my secret room is up here. Yep. Quickly destroy a shopkeeper. Maybe over here there's a super secret room as well. Look at that. The predictability of life. Truly phenomenal. I'll take AWAS actually, that's not bad. That's going to save doing another floor, I would say. Not sure which floor I am right now. Catacombs 2. Yeah, I can speed this up a little bit. Not that I'm in a rush or anything, but I mean, I might as well. Don't really care about any of those. That is the Hollow, which is probably the easiest boss with explosions. So I can appreciate that. At this point, I could actually just go into my Devil Deal because there's no real point not to. Little Brim, not bad, but not. Can't be bothered. Cannot be bothered simply enough. I think I might keep AWAS until I either find another AWAS rune or until I reach the womb 2. It's a while to keep it, but we are still in these smaller floors of the run, I suppose, and the womb is going to be a little bit bigger. If we get an XL womb floor, that would actually be ideal, but the odds of that are not exactly in my favor, I don't think. No secret room there. Yes, a secret room over there. Once again, blow up the shopkeeper for that devil deal chance. We could go into a curse room as well, actually. There's no real downside. Since we can just go in here for free. That's 2 red chests. With a bunch of garbage. But it could heal us up if we were a character that used red hearts. So, all in all, could technically be worse. Not the technical worst situation I've ever been in. Gish, again, acceptable. Doesn't take too long if you can just blow him up quickly and surely. Didn't really look for anything here. Maybe my shop has a map or something and that could be pretty good, but I'm feeling a little lazy today. Don't really feel like going all out on trying to play this as quick as possible, I suppose. I just want to zoom past on a regular pace and anything that I happen to find on the way as a nice little benefit there. That was a full card there, I believe. That's a shop, which I guess I might as well check out. That's a Bible. If I could carry 2 active items, I absolutely would. What's this? Strength? Not really that good. But yeah, not being able to attack seems like a bit of a detriment, so probably not gonna go with that one just this time, but it would be nice for the mom fight for sure. Could easily take those bombs as well, but it's fine. I accept the routes we have taken this day. Quickly run past everything. We're at full health. Don't need to do this room. It's just a nice day out for the blue baby. And I'm sure the blue baby appreciates that. There we go. There was a tinted rock there apparently. Judging from the bombs that suddenly appeared out of nowhere. Another angel room. It's fun, but that's a different challenge altogether. None of these are really worth using the Ehwaz rune for, so I would say it's time to leave with this negative in hand. To only go a little bit further. I could use Ehwaz here, but I actually have like a map and everything. I'm not cursed. And that makes me feel like I should just keep it for the next floor instead. Because if I have like a curse of the loss or something, then it's just going to be a longer time. Whereas right now I can probably just zoom through everything. Not a bad trinket with other characters. With this one, not so great. At least there was a demon beggar there and a regular one. I didn't do anything with the demon one, which could have given us more angel room chance, but I've already walked away from that, so let's forget that that was ever even an option. I don't actually... Oh, there was probably creep on the floor, wasn't there? I believe those enemies leave behind like red creep or something like that, so that's an easy mistake to make, I suppose. There is Conquest. Again, a fun item that he drops, the white horse there, but not quite what I'm looking for. And with that, we shall enter this place. Immediately skip another floor. How lovely. Only Satan remains, more or less. And yeah, it's another challenge done. It'll still be a couple more challenges that I'd like to do during this run, but probably one less than usual, because I've been noticing that I get a little loopy if I've been doing too many of these runs in a row, and it doesn't exactly increase the quality of anything. I'd rather just be chill and just do 3 challenges and call it a day, I think. We're still on the shorter challenges as well, so that kind of works out. Unfortunately, not all these strategies that used to work now, because it used to be that Satan's foot didn't deal contact damage, and its damage was explosion based, so you could just stand around and it would never damage you. But now I will actually have to avoid it a little bit. But I mean, with how quickly that went, ultimately doesn't matter that much. It went by pretty quickly. We unlocked the gold bombs, and that is just a nice consumable to have. So with that, pretty pleased. Next up is going to be challenge number 13. I'm doing this entirely based on what I want to unlock at this point. We once again are blindfolded. We have a lot of bombs, but in a slightly different way than in the previous challenge. Also, our item slowly charges, but the 99 bombs are more or less going to have to carry us through this unless we find a particularly good active item. It would be nice. I don't know if you can actually get item rooms in this. I assume the answer to that is no. And also, technically, a strategy is to just use beans, but my god, it does take a minute that way. We do have 99 bombs, so we only have to go to Mom's Foot, so it's not that terrible, but you do start to run out after a while if you're not too careful. I haven't actually done this challenge in a bit either, so hopefully it's gonna work out today. But we're just gonna do our best and see where we land. This is a pretty good boss to get with explosions, as he more or less insta-dies the moment there is an explosion. And I will just wait here for a moment for my beans to recharge. I could actually probably just run into this, right? Yeah. But then there were still some flies left. Mom's heal is not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for range in particular, but we'll have to make do. Kind of surprised that my super secret room wasn't there, but I'm seeing a lot of these similar type rooms. A lot of red hearts, so probably should go into my curse room then. For 2 great sacks. Another bomb right there. That's almost death, actually. Half a heart remaining, but at least there is a lot of red hearts still in our super secret room. Nearly diagonally walked into those red poops, which would have actually killed me as well. So yeah, maybe I need to clean up this controller afterwards. This boss can technically leave the heart, which I think it did in the previous run. So if you could just do that again. There you go. Fully heals us and gives us a red heart container, so that is pretty great. There were no soul hearts in here. And I'm not sure where my secret room would be, but there's a lot of options, and I genuinely don't really want to waste the bombs on this. So I think, unless, I mean, I am wasting the bombs on this with the only options really, so I don't know what I was saying. But yeah, with something like this, it's tempting because that is potential for like 11 or 12 coins right there. And a coupon, which, again, if I could carry 2 active items, that would be pretty good, because with this you can just sort of sit here and say, I want this thing, and it'll give you the thing. Bombs are, oh god, that was poor. That was a poor decision. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay, that is certainly an unfortunate circumstance that is definitely possible, and this may that's going to make the challenge a little bit more difficult, because we just lost 92 bombs. So let's see if 5 is enough. It's yeah, that's a tricky one, isn't it? I suppose if we find another bombs or a key pill, then that would be good. But for now, I was not aware that my item would not recharge if there were no enemies in the room, so you're just gonna have to bear with me here for a little bit as I try to parade all these enemies into one nice bunch right here. Got 4 of them, which is not too terrible. I don't know. Okay, the champion does actually die from that instantly, so that's pretty good. Shot speed down. Ultimately, fairly irrelevant, but again, if I could find just one bombs or key pill again, that would definitely make life a lot easier. But until then, we're just gonna have to make do with just the bean, which is not what I exactly had in mind for today, but ultimately my actions have consequences, and here we are. I don't know if I should go for angel rooms at this point, because on the one hand, angel rooms are very good and they can give you things like flight, but on the other hand, I wouldn't mind a follower at this point. Once again, due to my own decision making, leading to a poor result. So I might check out the devil deal if we get one on this floor. PhD is there, which is not terrible, but it might also remove bombs or key. I'm actually not sure. So I'll just go with this. I think the 4.5 volt battery, I don't know how that exactly works combined with 9 volt actually, but that might actually be pretty good. Either way, I'm just gonna sit here for a bit. Baby Plum, this is a poor decision once again. Probably should just fight him with the no damage strat. I'm just gonna put that there, I think. But I won't. I kind of need anything I can get. I really just want more health as well. I didn't poison them again. That's actually pretty annoying. There we go. 2 bombs and a little bit of nastiness. We get the black heart and the screw. Screw is effectively nothing once again. That is 5 more bombs technically as well. Plus it makes our bombs a lot better. And we do have bombs are key in our pill pool still. So it is actually very tempting to go with brimstone bombs. That's not bad. We're still in a pretty precarious situation right here. But that does alleviate things a lot. Especially if we can find some way to get our bombs back. I'm guessing the secret room is over here, which I might try out. But that's brimstone bombs. It's a lot of brimstone, and that's just lovely. This isn't ideal, but I will actually take this in case it's AWAS. It's Hagalaz, which is not what I wanted. So overall, not too pleased about that, but we'll just have to make do for now, I suppose. There might be an instance where we find a tinted rock or something, and that means that we won't have to use a bomb on it. And right now, that is pretty tempting. And perhaps this big room will just have lots of stuff. I think, technically, I could also use it with a card against humanity, assuming I get one. So that might end up being pretty good as well. And yeah, I'm pretty much just going to be saving my bombs for the bosses for now until I get some kind of way to get my bombs back, because yeah, this is a bit worrying. I don't love how they're not getting close together, but slowly but surely we're making something happen here. The unfortunate thing about not having died yet in this series is at this point I kind of want to like postpone dying as much as possible. And quite frankly, were I not recording, I'd walk into the nearest enemy and just restart this run. Because it would definitely speed up the process. But now at this point I'm kind of curious how far I can actually take this. So we're just gonna have to live with what I've done. Left hand is tempted, but golden chests might also be pretty good. So I think I will not take that for now. Oh my god, that's not even enough. Oh, that's actually really annoying. Because I don't really want to keep waiting for this. Let's just do this, I think. There we go. This will probably take care of that. There we go. Everything currently feels like a waste of a bomb. Ideal contact. Right! Mom's heal actually deals a little bit of contact damage now. Which I don't think it always did. This is an awkward room for sure. Just gonna do this, I think. That worked out very good. But yeah, Mom's heal deals contact damage now, but you pretty much always take damage unless the enemy doesn't deal contact damage to you, so it's a bit annoying to use for sure. And yeah, this is definitely a bombable boss, as they say. That's the technical term for what that is. That is Monster Manual. And I took some damage, which I couldn't really afford right now, so that's a little unfortunate as well. Because this run so far hasn't been too kind in the heart department. There's a lot of red hearts for sure, but not the kind of hearts I would like. I have already figured out that these enemies don't die from one use of the bean. But I'm curious if a second helping is going to be enough, or... because I don't think they're going to get poisoned the second time around. Oh no, they are. Alright, fair enough. Otherwise it was going to take a third hit as well, which is not ideal. We're not going to get a devil deal unless we manage to get one from a red chest, which I could look for, I suppose. I'll die eventually. There we go. That is a soul heart, which I will save for later, I think. It's another bomb as well. The compass is there. There's a bunch of good stuff in that shop, but I don't really have a great way to make money right now, and that concerns me a bit. Lure those two together. No worries. I will actually take this because there is some red hearts on this floor. That is pretty good because this is a Monster Manual follower, so I can just turn that into an item. Which is the 7 seals, which I feel has become better because of the small explosions that the war horse gives specifically, but also the fact that we now have another source of damage outside of... yeah, look at that. It even has the brimstone effect from the brimstone bomb, so that's actually incredible. But yeah, this is definitely going to alleviate a lot of worries that I had, because it gives us an option. It gives us an option to attack enemies. That is so good. Like, the exploding flies are pretty much never going to deal damage to us because its splash damage is just pretty low. And then the brimstone effect as well, it's going to deal a lot of extra damage. So that's just incredibly lucky once again. That's a lot of troll bombs right there. Yep. Okay. Alright, so there is still... I missed. There is still a soul heart in the shop, and I want to get that before I leave. I've lost a little bit more health than I would have liked, unfortunately, but things are working out at least. Let's just do that. There we go. War is really like spawning flies at the perfect time right now as well. That's actually really, really good. So overall, this run became... It went from being real good to a nightmare and then back to just incredible again. So all in all, this is more or less the same as all the other runs so far. So I can appreciate that War is keeping this more or less according to plan. It was really lucky to get Monster Manual as well, because it meant that we had a follower to sacrifice it all. Otherwise, it would effectively not have even have been a night. It was more or less everything fell into place perfectly, and my apologies for having these runs continuously. Because I feel like at this point I am breaking some kind of law regarding to how lucky I've been with this game. Because it is pretty ridiculous. Increases the radius of creep. I don't think I am producing creep right now, but if we somehow find a way, that would be pretty good. If we get like the ball of tar, I don't know where we'd get it, but it would be nice, you know. Yeah, that wasn't good. Please spawn some flies so these creatures may die. Thank you. One more. Just a few more. You could also just sit on it. There you go. Shot speed down. That is also pretty great. If I can get that, that's gonna make this item a lot better as well. Look at that, 5 coins from the shopkeeper. How lovely. Look at the size of those flies. It is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I'm just not gonna deal with that for now. I was kind of hoping that fly would do something, but it seems to just be kind of following me around, which is not what I want exactly. Also, if you could just... I wonder if that creep might actually be affected by my trinket as well, so that's pretty great. Yeah, things are just falling into place. I would like a little bit more health, though. There you go. Once again, following the strategy of just say what you want and it'll appear immediately in the room you're currently going. It's a very effective strategy, and I find that the voice recognition of this game is phenomenal for sure. Yeah, that seems about right. That is Gertie. I will just place a bomb for this one, I think. And poison and bomb again. And that'll more or less do it. Couple more big flies into the enemies. 4 soul hearts. Yeah, that seems about accurate as well. That's a dark bum. Which, yeah, sure. Why not take the dark bum? That's pretty good. My shadow, not so great. Our shot speed is back up again, and Are You a Wizard, which again is not going to affect us in any way because we do not have tears. So let's just keep going. We are in the depths 1 at this point, I believe. So we are getting pretty close. I realize now I've been skipping more or less all the loading screen things, which is a consequence of me being a little bit tired right now, and I just kind of want to get through this as quickly as possible so I can get these unlocks done. Not that I'm not having a good time with these challenges. It is at least a more interesting challenge than it usually is, because usually this challenge is just a bit fiddly and trying to like balance your bombs out and then realizing that you actually have so many bombs that it really doesn't matter too much what you do. Whereas now it's become a weird scramble for bombs that I'm not super happy with, but at least it's something different, you know? It helped out that we got more or less the perfect things to make this build bearable or usable at all, but I didn't get close enough to that. Just keep spawning flies, please. Thank you. That is working out a charm. These things are all just slowly but surely disappearing. It seems that 2 flies is enough to destroy one of these, so it's nice that I keep getting... That conquest is not changing forms into something less good. Oh, that was good. Another normal day. That should deal with that, yep. Yeah, if I could just keep it as war the entire time, that would actually be just amazing, because war is doing so much damage right now. It's kind of hoping those flies wouldn't do specifically what they just did, but it worked out ultimately. Kind of a nasty room altogether, but we managed to make it work. Dark Bum paying out as well, so that's lovely. I still don't fully understand what this champion does, but it does give the idea that it's healing the other ones, right? Because there are little hearts appearing above the other enemies in the room whenever he's making those weird gulp sounds the entire time, so I would have to assume that's what it does, but I've really not verified it ever, and I probably should at some point in my life. This is a bit awkward, but it worked out. War decided to show up and destroy everything. And that's always good. Again, just keep doing that. If we can just keep that going for the rest of the run, that will be ideal. This is not the best. Kinda just gonna walk in big circles here while waiting for a war to show up, or I accidentally just use a black heart and destroy everything that way. Also an acceptable result. Tower card, which sure, I guess. Rune Shard gave us a map, so that's actually pretty good. I'll take Hagalaz. Although the tower probably is pretty good right now. I don't know if the tower has the Brimstone Bombs effect at all, but might be more useful than Hagalaz at least. I'm just going to use that there. I can use it against Mom's Foot and see if it works out ultimately. Oop. That's 1. If you could just... Thank you. Now 2 more. This is the kind of tedious thing about this horseman is that it is a bit random whether or not he shoots a fly or not, and it can be kind of tedious. I need 1 coin to buy that. Let's see if we can find 1 coin somewhere on this floor. Come on, war. Oh, this kind of worked out. If you could just please fly. Just go. The flies are also, like, questionable in their decision-making processes, I suppose. It's taking a minute before something actually seems to happen from time to time. But I understand that flies would want to be near me at all times, I suppose, so just trying to make friends there. Come on, fly. You can do it. There you go. Hey, we got 1 coin. Very good. Exactly what we needed. Otherwise, I could have gone into my secret room as well, I suppose. But I'd rather save the bombs, I think. That is the adversary. Let's see if you do an attack first. There you go. Please don't jump. Thank you very much. Would have been nice if he stood in the thing there for a minute, but in the brimstone. But it's ultimately his choice. Experimental treatment is not really worthwhile right now, I'd say. That is a moon card. That might be good, actually. A little bit... That's Guppy. Which probably isn't too bad either, like, compared to the Bean. But the Bean has, like, a little bit more AoE right now. I don't know. I might actually just take this. Because it does make a lot of flies, ultimately. Just want to know for sure, though. Like, does this... I'm gonna try to get one of those bombs closer to the secret room, but I'm curious if this has a... Yeah, it does have Brimstone Bomb effect, so that would have actually been pretty good. Ah, well. Ultimately, we managed to find a way to not have to spend 1 bomb, and we... You know, we learned a thing. All in all, could be worse. Probably should have used the tower card in that room and just blew up all the blue flames instead, but... I'm feeling confident enough that we should probably be okay. I'm gonna use some of my keys to go into this room as well, because I guess I have the keys for it. It's mysteriously, so fair enough. And I need to remember to actually use my item every single time I can, because it is a lot of flies. It don't deal like a whole bunch of damage, but it deals enough damage to clear the rooms at least, so overall not too bad. Plus they are the big flies as well, and that is just pretty good altogether. But we are nearing the end of this challenge, and yeah, all in all, can't really complain with how this has gone. Was that the pill? The one that I would like to have? Or was that a different one? Actually, I'm not sure. Hierophant, obviously. Free hearts, always good. But if this is the aforementioned bombs or keys pill, I might just make the rest of this challenge a little bit more normal. And now I have 93 brimstone bombs, so all in all that is probably preferable to what my situation was until then. Alright, and we immediately find the boss, so it didn't even matter. I probably could have just done this with the 6 bombs I still had left, but no. That'll probably do. Yeah, that's doing pretty decent damage right there too. There you go. Very good. It was odd. It was an odd run for sure, but we get the burnt penny, and that's just a really nice trinket to have. It can alleviate some problems during some of the runs. And now for a challenge that doesn't have a blindfold. It is the slow run challenge. We're gonna have pretty great tear rate. We're gonna shoot 1 tear every 2 seconds or so, and the 1 tear does hang around for a while and deals substantial damage. But any kind of tears up would be nice. Our tears deal 100 damage exactly. So obviously pretty strong tears altogether. I'm a little tempted by the Ventricle Razor actually. If I could afford it. There's 11 coins over there, so that's actually pretty close already. But it does have its uses. You can use it to teleport between rooms effectively. Like you place one portal in one room and one in the other, and you can just kind of go. So that can be good if you just very much walk in the wrong direction from time to time, and I am very capable of doing so. But finding the amount of coins required on basement 1 is just going to be a little bit tricky, I suppose. I can't wait though to be done with this run and to try like maybe clean this controller a bit or something, because it's kind of unreal how much irritation this is causing me. There is a tinted rock over here, but I don't know. I think I kind of want to look for my secret room instead, but I do not know where it is. And that concerns me. My super secret room is probably over there. But my secret room, I'm tempted to say that it's over here. And if it's not, I'll just blow up the tinted rock, I think. It's not there. Wow. That's really unfortunate, but I'll just take that then. For a luck up and a bomb that I got again. Also just a buttload of coins actually. I ended up getting more coins from that than I probably would have gotten out of my secret room, so I can actually appreciate that very well. Let's go with this. It's just one of those items which just gets used so rarely as well. There's a couple nice things about it as well, like I can just put one over there. Go into my curse room. See if there's anything cool over there. There's a red chest at least. Let's just put that down there, and it contained 2 troll bombs. But at least I can now go back without taking the extra damage. If we get flight as well, then we can use that to effectively just go into curse rooms for free. And wow, the tinted rock actually blew up on its own there, so that was convenient. I think that's pretty much all we can do here. We still have 5 coins left, so there could have been like a bomb or something in my shop. I didn't really pay too close attention to that. I'm gonna skip that again before even thinking about it as well, which that one's on me. But I'm gonna look for just a bit more health, I think, and after that I'm just gonna start running again. Is my expectations. That is another item. Finding a library in a challenge where you don't actually get item rooms is just kind of bizarre as well, but yeah, fair enough. The Bible is tempting though. Oh, the Bible is very tempting. Yeah, that's annoying. Because the Bible is going to just insta-kill Mom's foot as well, and that it does solve some headache ultimately, so I might actually just go for that. That's unfortunate. So rarely you get to see a Ventricle Razor run, but it's just because there's so many items which are probably better than the Razor. I'm actually gonna just use this Book of Anarchy here as well. Create some troll bombs. Put that there. Another golden chest out of a tinted rock. Very good. It was also pretty close to just taking away my regular soul heart because I was kind of close to that explosion. But it managed to work out. Can you just run into this tier though? It is a little fiddly to use, but it is effective. So I don't mind. It does clear rooms pretty well. It's just that you have to spend a little bit more time avoiding, I guess, but that's more or less the whole challenge. The fact that your tiers deal exactly 100 damage, that's just going to clear so many things in general as well. I don't know if there's anything that I need a flight for in particular to get. There is a golden chest there that I can open now because of all these keys that I got. And I do find golden chests are fun, especially when they have socks that prevent damage from spike. Is that what it does? That is what it does, isn't it? I want to say that is, yeah. So basically I got that callus trinket only forever and not a trinket, so pretty good. Also got a bunch of soul hearts out of that, so all in all pretty great, especially when you run into Larry without a care in the world. I will actually take the devil deals this time. That is a dead cat, which, yeah, doesn't hurt. I'll just take a little delirium as well for fun. Let's see what we can make happen. Spend 2 hearts on a dead cat, get 1 back again afterwards. All in all, pretty great. Curse of the Blind, which is a little tedious. Perhaps if we do not get a devil deal here, we can get one on the next floor and maybe we'll be able to see. Or we could just risk it as well, ultimately, because with the dead cat I can pretty much take whatever I want and not really have a care in the world. Genuinely, the dead cat has more or less made me confident that this run is already over. That we're gonna win regardless of what happens pretty much, because I don't know, feeling it today. I'm not playing too terribly. This enemy hadn't died yet because it was a puddle. But yeah, I'm feeling cautiously optimistic, except without the caution part. It's just a lot of optimism right now, and I'm hoping that I can carry that into the gameplay. I should also actually just use my Bible every now and then, I guess, to get things. 2 golden chests, tempting, but I also kind of already have everything I would like. I already have damage. I have all the health I could possibly want. All 4 hearts of them. Truly, there is very few things I would like to have at this point. Except for tier 8. I guess if I can find, like, Mr. Dolly or something like that, that'd be pretty good. But other than that, not a care in the world. I could probably visit that shop with 9 coins, but what if there's something that's 10 coins and then I can't afford it? Then I have to make plans again, and quite frankly, I don't feel like making plans today. So I shan't. Oh my god, this tier 8 is something though. I mean, I understand that it's effectively the whole challenge, but still, it is a little tedious. But if we can get rotten baby little delirium, those flies are just going to destroy everything because they deal effectively some of your, like a big portion of your tier damage, like more of it. Is it 2 times or 1.5 or something like that? Like a lot. It's a lot of damage, so anytime I just get blue flies, I'm going to be pretty happy about whatever happens. Unless I just run into enemies like this. I'm having some difficulty actually attacking it twice. But that's mostly due to my own impatience, unfortunately. I guess a little bit more health probably wouldn't hurt, but I am asking for a little bit much right now, I'm not gonna lie. I will say that if I see Guppy's head in any of these places, it is mine. Tier 8 did not actually affect my tier 8 at all, so that is also not great. Means that we're pretty much just gonna be stuck with the tier 8 we have right now, which I guess is not too surprising, but it would still have been nice, you know? Also nice that the Bible once again is just giving me stuff. Nice that the Bible is just letting me have random things in every room, so it's working out having carried that. There's a lot of doors that require 2 keys on these floors as well, but I could easily open them as well. I have the keys for it, I'm just choosing not to today. I've made my decision. That's a soul heart. There's a soul heart in that room. Seems reasonable enough to me, I'd say. Why wouldn't a soul heart drop after clearing a room? In fact, I could only expect that to happen, really. I might as well just buy some lottery tickets every time I feel like playing Isaac, because I think I'm wasting my luck here. But, you know, ultimately I'm not really too bothered by it. It's just a game, innit? Doesn't matter that I'm getting ridiculous things to happen almost exclusively. I fully appreciate that. I'll take that shot speed. I don't know if shot speed's a great idea with this challenge in particular. Because having it kind of go back to you, I feel is a bit less likely with high shot speed. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really know how the boomerang effect works, I guess. I never really take my reflection because I'm scared of it, quite frankly. It has a tendency to just confuse me most times because I try to shoot something and it's just barely out of range every single time I try. But, yeah, maybe shot speed is good. I'm not really struggling to have my tears go back to me at least, so it might be good. Either way. Let's just clear that. Clear this. Again, not a devil deal with 67.5%, which is unfortunate, but it's the harsh reality of life, really. I did just say that I was feeling a little bit too lucky, so it's nice that the game listens to that as well and likes to take it away a little bit as well. It gives and it takes. That's what Isaac does ultimately. But it has been giving kind of a lot, I suppose, and I apologize that I've been stealing everyone's good runs for the sake of a YouTube video series. Ultimately, I'd say it was worthwhile, but I have a very biased opinion on the matter at the same time, so it's hard not to be at this point, I suppose. This floor is stupid, though. I wouldn't mind mapping either, but you know, I think this what we have is fine. I'm surprised that the spiders are actually dying pretty much instantly there. Because I figured the spiders would probably just jump over the tier, but it seems that they're exploding just as much. Tempted to put a little bit of money in that donation machine. I might actually, if there's a good shop here. Yeah, or a shop like this, yeah. Maybe I'll just buy a soul heart and leave. Brainworm. Curious. Curious. Very curious how this is going to work. Because I'm not sure if it goes past one enemy in terms of homing into things. But we'll see, I suppose. Also, it's not really working with my reflection, I think. Which is not great. But stuff like that, though, that's just kind of nice. Being able to just destroy like 7 enemies in a row right there is just kind of nice. The tier is just like barely big enough for things to work out as well, so I think that's really neat. The early challenges were just kind of interesting because most of the later challenges get a bit wild, whereas these early challenges, the actual like rebirth challenges, okay, yeah, it does work actually. The rebirth challenges mostly are just, here's a build, good luck, or here's a build, also you don't get item rooms, and that's more or less what it is. But I can still kind of appreciate stuff like this, because at 100 damage exactly, you're never going to get that normally. Oh yeah, I'll take that actually. I don't mind that. A little bit of extra speed, a little bit of flight. Pretty good. If we had an Emperor card right now, the run would be over. Which would have been nice, but ultimately I don't feel too bad about this. Yeah, that brainworm is actually doing some work there. Don't mind that. Probably should at least enter the room now that I have a golden key, shouldn't I? It seems almost wasteful not to at least try to enter this room, but I mean, I could have missed out on that, I suppose. It's nice to get some money. Maybe there's going to be another shop on the way as well. Who knows? I could technically probably play the sacrifice room there as well with Dead Cat. It's not a good idea, but I mean, sacrifice rooms are fun, so there is that to consider as well. Yeah, being able to just destroy an entire room of enemies with a well-placed shot rather than just having a big explosion destroy everything. There is like a sense of satisfaction to that as well. So I can kind of appreciate that. I'm tempted to just bomb my way through to the boss at this point though. Oh, never mind. Probably don't need to. There's boss, boom, dead, good. We are done. And that is 3 challenges. That is the Swallowed Penny, which is pretty good in greed mode as well, but also just in general, just dropping pennies when you take damage is a good time, and I appreciate it. But I think I'm going to end it there. So I hope you've all enjoyed it. We've done a couple more challenges now. Next time we play, probably just going to do a regular run or a greed mode or something like that, and I hope to see you all there. Bye bye.